Yes, people, welcome back to another video. John Sinclair TV back again this evening. I got Rolys with us. Rolly, what's going on, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Lot of news today, a lot of things to discuss. Obviously, the first season ticket holders in Group 1 get the chance to buy tickets to the Cup final.
Yeah.
Then outside of Newcastle, there's that terrible earthquake in Turkey where Christian Atsu is still missing under the rubble, so hopefully he'll be okay. The fun and games at Manchester City, we'll find out whether the Premier League actually believe in financial fair play or it's just a paper exercise. Yeah. And Leeds have sacked Jesse Marsch, so it's been a real crazy day for news today.
You know what it is, Rolly? I mean, it's crazy day today all over the place, but we've got to start with Christian Atsu. I just hope they do find under the rubble. I hope he gets better very, very soon, and I hope he's found safe and well. And he's had 3-4 seasons with us, and he's done all right. But you know, he did a job. He did a job with us, gets out of the championship as well. And look, the heart goes out to you, my guy, and let's hope. Yeah, excuse me, Christian. I've
seen some pictures of some of the buildings collapsing, and just hope that he's not under one of them. Maybe it's a small building, and it's just. I mean, there's going to be so many buildings that have been damaged that it was quite. I think it was 7.8 on the Richter scale, which is a pretty big. It's a really big quake. Once you get above sort of like 6, you're talking about serious damage, and being close to 8, that's just I wouldn't want to have gone through that. Just hopefully they can find him alive.
Absolutely, and we just want him back safe.
Trapped, to be honest, not just Christian.
Yes, exactly. Let's hope. My heart goes out to the guy, and please, please, please save him. He's only a young player. He's still young, and we love him anyway. So, bro, hope you get better soon, and we'll keep our eyes out. So, guys, if you like the video, like what you see, give it a like, hit the subscribe button as well. And if you like super chats, then click on the $sign and give all the channels worth. And if you'd like to become a member, it's 99p. Tony will be on in the next 10-15 minutes or so. And if you want to come on and have you say about the ticket situation as well, whether it's fair, just click on the link. The link is in the chat as well. Click on that, and I'll get you 5 minutes to have you say. Right, let's go on to the comments. Big up to Bobby. Thank you, Bobby, from WhatsApp. Big up to Tom as well. Big up to Tom. Well done, you getting your ticket.
Yeah,
and, well done, Tom. Well done to Tom, but we're all going to hunt him down later, that sort of thing. So we're going to get that ticket. And there you go. There's the link there. If you want to come on and have you say about the situation, the cup, final Carabao Cup final. Now then, Johnny Boy, thanks, Andrew DB. Hope you're okay, mate. Big up to Leslie. Yes, please don't forget to like, subscribe, help John's channel grow. Thank you very much indeed, Leslie.
Don't forget to share it on your socials as well.
Thank you so much, Tony. Thank you so much. And big up to Ian. Go on, Tony. Rolly. I called you Tony, didn't I? Yeah. Sorry. Not once, but twice. I do apologize. Yeah. Sorry. My bad. I could have said Ian as well. Big up to Ian, by the way. Stables on INSTA. They both get on really well. Big up to Lester Gay. Big up to Davey from Benwell. Hi to you. I've got no chance of getting a ticket. That's all right. The Toon. It depends if you're in period 4 or below. Big up to Ian again. I'm champion as always. And I've got Leslie, where you chatting to Ian as always. And 40 plus aftershocks.
That's being Turkey.
Bloody hell. That ain't great.
Yeah.
That ain't great.
That just makes it difficult for the rescue missions if they're still having aftershocks because you don't know what else is going to come down.
Yeah. Let's hope. All we are concerned about, hope Christian's safe and well, and big up if he's safe. And yeah, it's too young, man. Beat out all weekend, Stables, and chatting to Stables, and everyone's chatting to Les. She's so popular. She's always popular as I am. And hi to into Twitter. And John, what's the link for the membership? If you go to the link in the description, mate, right, it's in there. So if you look at that, right, become a member, just click on that. If not, just copy and paste it, mate, or do it on your iPhone or Android phone as well, mate. If you can do that, mate, that'd be fantastic. Thank you so much indeed. And I think Leslie will do that, help us along the way as well. So Leslie, Toon looks different. He does, doesn't he? And Leslie on Ian. Big up to Paul, by the way. Remember I said to Paul one day, really, that he's a Leeds fan. That mistake. But obviously he's not. He's one of ours as well. So, and I got one from Julie J. Big up to Julie J. Hi to you. And before we go into the tickets information as well, right? Just a bit of breaking news earlier on. I think you guys must have known that Jesse Marsch has been sacked by Leeds United, 2 wins in 17 games after doing 120 mil, right? And the Leeds were unhappy with that. 120 mil, they trusted him, right? But 2 wins in 17, that's shocking. Absolutely shocking, my guy.
Yeah, it is shocking. I mean, I think in some respects, some of their performances have been better than the results. But at the end of the day, it's a results business. 2 wins in 17 should get you sacked. Right, I know he kept them up last season, but under our previous regime, our manager had 22 games with 2 wins, and yet he didn't sack him. But thankfully, we're shot of both of them now. But yeah, I think it's a sort of almost a case of nice guys finish last, because he comes across as a nice guy and everyone likes him apparently, but at the end of the day, you've got to get the results. If you're in the position that Leeds are, you're teetering above the drop zone. I think he wasn't helped by Everton winning, because they've seen what happens when you get a new manager bounce with Everton beating Arsenal. And they thought, well, if we pull the trigger now, at least he's got the new guy's got 17 games or so to turn it round, which should be enough, because Leeds have got some good players. I can't hear you, John.
Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on in it, like I really don't. So I apologise. Yeah, you got Tyler Davies, you got Wilson McKennie as well, just joined as well. You got Patrick Bamford when he's on it, and you also got the guy Encanto, whatever his name is, the Italian lad, brilliant player, him on the wing. But they got some good players there, man. And Jesse Marsch just kind of get a tune out of them. I'm amazed. He worked some of these players at Salzburg as well, and they just done 35.5 million on this guy Ruta from Hoffenheim as well. So, and he's not even picking him. He's not even playing him. So something's wrong with that club, by the way. But look, at the end of the day, right, he's been sacked. Let's go on to the tickets. So I got one from Keith Davis. Big up to you, Keith. Please hit the subscribe button if you can, mate. That'd be fantastic. I saw someone scamming with a club only box. He paid 2K for it and was selling the others 11 spots, 600 quid a go. Absolutely rats for trying to rip off other fans. This chap should be ostracized. You know what it is, Keith, right? There's a few people out there scamming, right? I want to get to it. Toad's going to come and talk about it in a bit, right? If you want a ticket, go through the box office, Newcastle United, if you're a season ticket. If you can't get a ticket, right, then, right, don't go to third parties. Whatever you do, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg, yeah? At the end of the day, early, right, I've seen people being scammed before. It happened to you. It nearly happened to us, right? And I tell you something now, right? We're not going to mention people's names on my show. It ain't going to happen, yeah? But I've seen a couple. And I tell you what, really, it is absolutely effing disgusting. And I tell you something now, right? That ain't going to happen. Please, in the chat, do not mention the person's name or anyone you know, because you will not get read out. So let's see.
One thing I'd say about, if you can't get a ticket, there are ways to get one. One is if you can afford to buy a Wembley Club box office, and if you're going to sell the other seats, sell it at cost, or go to the associated travel providers like sportsbreak.com, right? It costs more because they put a hotel in it, and you'll get better seats, but it's a legitimate way to get tickets. I mean, I've gone through them to get tickets for the Liverpool game. I live on Tyneside. Going up with Julie, my girlfriend, who's a Red, who hopefully will be really unhappy at the end of the game. But we went up for the opening game of the season, and afterwards said we'll come back again. We checked the hotel prices, and they were for the sort of top class hotels. They're sort of like in the region of 250 quid per night. We're staying for 2 nights, including tickets and leases. And it's just under 600 quid. So it's actually good value if you're going to buy that sort of hotel. But if you can't afford that, they don't do it with like Travelodge or B&Bs. So, but if you can afford to go through someone like that, you can get a ticket that way. And the third way is what I'm resorting to, is I'm looking for competitions that are giving away tickets to the cup. Right, you've got a slim chance, but you never know. If you're lucky, you might get one.
Exactly. Just, it's hard to get a ticket. I mean, Julie's just got something as well. So please hit the like button. 32 watching live. Thank you so much indeed. I appreciate that. Do follow Rolys and also follow Tony as well. So yeah. Listen, I'll put a star comment on that, Keith, and I'll show that to Tony when he comes on the show. I'm on about that link, at the top for membership, not the link for come on. What I did, I changed it now, mate. If you click on that, right, the link's on there. Click on that, and then you should become a member, mate, straight away. So the link's on top of the description. Now I've changed it up. And version possible to get a ticket if you're not a season ticket holder. That is very true, Jude. That is very, very true. And if you haven't got one, I do apologize there. And there you go. There's a link. If you become a member, just click on that or highlight it wherever you can. That will be fantastic. Thank you so much indeed. Become a member. Agreed, Leeds has to do slightly unfortunately in a couple more games. I honestly think it's the delivery tax in interviews that has made all of us lose faith in Marsch. You know what it is? I'm going to read a comment to what he's been saying later on. And I tell you what, I'll try to Tony as well. I wouldn't be saying it twice. Chelsea United, or Man United should be deducted points. I think Marsch saying he doesn't like being judged by results was a bit telling. And they backed him with 120 mil. Going 120 million. And playing Christian Ashley's fans safe. Heart goes out to all the people and Turkey and Syria. Well said, mate. Thank you so much for your kind words there. David's chatting to T. You couldn't get a table of 12 for 2K. Also, there are different prices at different corporate areas. And David's chatting to Keith there. And Leslie's saying the same thing about Christian. I'll use Wembley 120 Club. That's in Davy. Mint sure, lads. Thank you, Andrew. And we've also on social media, David and Chrissy's line, of course, have a Club Wembley cancelled it because someone's right to report it. Well, we know who reported it. That name's not being mentioned as well. And let's just got a channel there promotion. Not going to read that. Thank you very much indeed. Hit the thumbs if you think there's been sure, man. That's Andrew. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Cabot Heat for Leeds. Steve Bruce for Leeds, eh?
No, we don't want him at Leeds. We want to wait till Clippity Clock gets sacked from Liverpool so it can go there instead.
Yes. Let's get him in there, man. Let's get him at Liverpool, eh? F. Davis said to Keith again. Big up to Billy, my guy. Billy, a legend, absolute legend, man. From Yank Lampard to Wank Lampard. Yes. It's all right. Leslie's not seeing me messages. I'm going to sort that out, actually. Hi to Wayne. Hope you're okay. And did Lampard improve Everton for a month? No, gone. Did Jesse Marsch improve Leeds in 12? Gone. Premier League's ruthless. Lucas a job. If you're near the bottom, you'll be under pressure. Absolutely. And I'm amazed that Nathan Jones should have got sacked as well. You know what I mean for those messages. But
so he might be soon. He might be soon. And his last press conference was telling. I just thought that was strange because normally managers don't really have a go at the players, try and protect them. But he's saying, "Well, you're not doing what I'm telling you to do." So because I've been too nice. So yeah, there's something wrong with that.
Absolutely. I don't know what's going on there, like Leslie, John. I'm not seeing all the messages. I mean, I can see your message, but I can't see can't see messages, man. I've got to get Toon to sort that out first, like, you know what I mean? But I haven't blocked. I wouldn't dare do that. There's no way. But I'm amazed. What you probably have to do is to come out and just load up again. If not, send us a message on this show, Leslie. Right? I'll reboot you on, get you back as a mod. So I don't know what's happened there. You guys seen ASM's comments?
Yeah.
Have you
seen them, John?
He's basically saying that he wants to make things clear that he's happy at Newcastle.
Yeah, and that he's not going to make a fuss when he's not playing. He's going to do his best when he does. He doesn't want to be on the bench, but he says, "Why should I be happy when I'm on the field playing and then make ways when I'm not?" He's adapting his game to the style that we play. I thought it was an excellent article. I thought that he said all the right things.
Yeah, absolutely. If he comes at the press conference, right, alongside Eddie Howe, tells us what's going on, right, and then, you know, fans will be a lot better. Do you know what I mean? But that's down to him. He doesn't have to come out at the press conference and say that. But if he does that alongside Eddie Howe, and then that would be cool. He does things like that in Europe. They does it in Europe. Do you know what I mean? They certainly do it.
The thing with ASM is he's a bit like Marmite in the fan base. You either love him or you hate him. And that's not whatever Eddie would say about him isn't going to make any difference to that. The people that wanted him gone in the window, which I don't agree with, I don't think he should go in the next window either. That's my personal opinion. Yeah. I think our squad strength isn't deep enough to let him go, especially if he's happy.
Yeah,
we need as I've said numerous times, there are players that we need to get rid of before we start looking to get rid of the likes of ASM. A lot more players. So I just thought it was nice that he came out and said what he said, because in the window everyone's saying, I mean, it basically proves that all the paper talk was just that, paper talk.
Yeah.
And they say he's not happy, but he obviously is. So I thought it was a great article.
Yeah. So he's telling us now he's happy at Newcastle. He does a lot of work as well, good work with the community as well, the food bank too. Yeah, Truls, big up to Truls, by the way. Julie J is telling Leslie, the clear browser catchy refresh should sort out any issues. Yep, I hope that works. Hi to Truls. Hi, Truls. Messages back, she thinks. Let's hope so. And just go for the comments before you go on to the first lot as well for the season, for the tickets as well, and get your comment as well. Someone might have blocked you, Leslie, by mistake. And if that's the case, get her unblocked as well. That'll be a miss. She's one of my Mars, and she's the family. And wouldn't be surprised. That's Leslie. Not sure, in my opinion, some of what he said is a bit contradictory. That's Andrew Bell, according to ASM. So I think he might say some contradictory.
I didn't see it that way. He said he wanted to play because he can't play football on the bench, which is understandable. But he also said that the team was winning when he was playing, and then he was injured, and they were winning again. So why is he can't expect to walk back into the team, which is true.
Wow. Absolutely. Star one from Keith, by the way. Got one from David. Sorry about that, David. I can't wait to go to Wembley. It will be my first time at Wembley. I've never been to Wembley before. Well done, David. Good lad. Good lad. Hope you flipping enjoy it, mate. You deserve it, man. Last match, a lot of players weren't doing their jobs. So let's hope all of them shape up against Bournemouth. Truls, you're absolutely right. Thank you for that one. Keith, we got to keep over 10k tickets gone in period 1. They ain't going to get past period 3. No way. Right, we're going to talk about that, right? The period, right? First period, really, right? Yeah. I mean, if you want to buy a ticket, season ticket holders with 25 plus loyalty points and have attended at least one Carabao Cup match during the 2022 free campaign. Now, this one's a bit confusing, right? You know, if you've gone to period 2, they say you have to go at least 4 games. Now, I haven't got 25 points, right? But 25 points, loyalty points, and attended to at least one Carabao Cup. Do you think that's fair?
Well, the problem is that they've got to have a way of doing it. And the first thing I'd ask is, how many season ticket holders do we have? Do you know?
Exactly. Well, these tickets, right? I mean, got people like Dawn Stubdolf, right? She's lovely, but I met her loads of times, right? She reckons 31,000 season ticket holders, right? Some saying 32, some saying 33, right? In my opinion, this, right? And I've said this before, right? If you're a season ticket holder, right, then they should get first priority, no matter what.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they should get first goal, yeah? Because for me, right, you might get someone from the back of the queue who's never been before and rather go linked to the family, and they get a ticket. So what they're doing, they bypass all the season ticket orders, right, and go to that person.
What they've done is, if you want to sit together and you're a season ticket holder, you can buy seats for people that are linked to your account, but they have to be in the same bracket as you are. So if you're in tier 1, you can sit with your family if they qualify for tier 1. But you can, and their account is linked to yours. So I think that if we've got 32,000 season ticket holders, they should all get tickets, because you've got to be a season ticket holder to get the tickets. And if you're buying for someone else, they've got to be linked to your account and have to be in the same bracket. So if we've got 32,000 season ticket holders, all the season ticket holders most probably will get tickets. That's if they apply for them. And then there'll be a few hundred for members. But they're going to say, if I remember rightly, you said that the first one is the season tickets with over 25 points, plus the Carabao. And then what was the next bracket?
The next bracket is period 2. You have to go to 4 Carabao Cup matches, 4 home and at least 1 away at the Carabao Cup matches during the 2022-3 campaign. So you have to go 4 matches. Yeah, with a season ticket holder. Season ticket holders that attended 4 home games.
Yeah.
And at least 1 of the away Carabao Cup matches, which is away to Tranmere and away to Southampton, right?
Yeah.
So then you'll get a ticket then.
Yeah. Then what's period 3?
Before I come to that, Davey, I didn't put you on timeout, mate. If you're watching, mate, I did not put you on timeout, sort of thing. So let someone put it on by mistake, then, you know, you haven't done anything wrong, mate. So, like, you get back on in a bit there, but you have done nothing wrong, I can tell you. So, do apologize. Definitely check out the computer later, that sort of, because I think there's some problems as well. So go for the comments, go on to period number 3. Hey, John, really hi to you again. Jules, first, he said we didn't concede from a set piece. We conceded from a corner. He also said, I don't play football to sit on the bench. He's pointed out he won't be a sub long term. Well, if he come out and said that, I don't know if he said it or not, but
that's just the way you take it. When I read it, I didn't see it as saying that, he won't be a sub long. What, in a way that he's off. It may be that he feels that once he gets his chance or gets a series of games, he'll be playing so well that he won't be on the bench long. You can, depending on how your attitude to ASM, you can take that either way. And it's true, you don't play football on the bench. You don't play football on the bench. Yeah, I think it's really a way of what your opinion of ASM is, whether you take that as a positive or a negative.
Yeah, well, if you want to believe that, that's fine. But at the end of the day, it's all fine. Figure what you will, make it what you will. But at the end of the day, he's still a Newcastle player, and Eddie picks the best 11 available, and ASM will have to deal with it. Yeah, look, I wanted to play football, I really, really do, but I can see why Eddie's not picking on us much. So that's Andrew's comments there. And I got Vim as well. I'm for the country from St. Botman. How can I get a ticket? Unless you're a season holder, my guy, you got absolutely no chance. So ASM wants to play, but understand that the team is winning. You have to wait his turn. That's some rules. And it's Paul. Big up Paul if you're watching, mate. Big up to Paul, by the way. I hope you're okay, mate. And I got Tony. Hi, Tony.
Hi, John. You all right?
Yeah.
You know what? You know, I forgot about you, my guy. You know what I mean? I clicked you in. I think, oh, Tony is there. So if I ignored you, I do apologise there. I really do apologise, mate. And yeah, I wish just talk about season. I mean, just talking about before we talk about period one for season tickets. Just your take on Jesse Marsch being sacked.
Was the right choice, wasn't it? Really, it was a knocking bet he was going to get sacked, John. I'm not surprised. Don't know why they hired him in the first place. Don't rate him as a manager, John. I know you do for some reason, but I don't know why.
I don't rate him at all. I don't rate him at all.
Because I remember you saying last year, oh, he's done well in Germany. Yeah, he might have done well in Germany, John, for Leipzig. But the Premier League's a totally different league. And these Americans who call the game soccer haven't got a clue, John. And he's, you know, and at the end of the day, Leeds are where they are because, not just because of Jesse Marsch, it's because they're poor all around. And, you know, it doesn't matter who they get in there. They could get Houdini in there, and I don't think Houdini would keep them up, to be fair. I mean, they're in a relegation battle. It's going to go at the wire. I still think Southampton will go. I'm surprised Nathan Jones is still in the job at the moment.
He is.
He should have been... Well, yeah, but they're reviewing his situation at Southampton. So he could be the next out the door. Because alleged training ground bust-up. Plus, he also said, Southampton were looking for the best managers in Europe and they found me, so I was the best of the crop. And I thought, well, hang on a minute, mate, where have you got that idea from? If they're looking for the best managers in Europe, then how comes you're a great manager? Because if you were...
but there again, Tony, if you'd be the best manager in Europe... Sorry, Tony. They're saying they're looking for the best manager in Europe that would accept the job. They could be looking at the best managers in Europe, but if they're not going to accept the job...
Yeah, I mean, it's just
seriously,
he is. I mean, whatever he's done wrong, I don't know. He's just, you know. But but the thing is, though, but when I sent you that thing earlier on, and I've actually put a tweet out about it as well. Pep Guardiola is third on that list as being a favourite to leave the club. He's 92. Now, Sky Bet don't normally get things like that wrong, and there's a reason why he's up there, because they must think he's on the verge of going. So that may, you know, something like that for 92, that might be worth just a couple of quid, you know, because that, I mean, we saw it last night with Nathan Jones. When I went on them, put a couple of quid on it, it was 9-4. This morning I looked at my phone, it was 11-8 at 6 o'clock this morning. So I'm like, Jesus, I'm glad I put me bet on last night, although I've lost it now because thanks to Jesse Marsch going. Leeds United have beat Southampton too before, but the thing is, I'll tell you what it is though, John. Now they've got rid of Marsch, this could be damaging for Man United because they play Leeds on Wednesday, and Leeds are out there to prove a point, and this could be seen as a bad move against Man United. And Man United might be thinking the same themselves. Oh, they've sacked their manager. Oh, guess what? Ready to play us on Wednesday. But the thing is, though, but the thing is, though, they're looking at Pochettino. Why is Pochettino wanting to go to Leeds United for? When I'm sure he could wait till the summer, and there'll be a big job somewhere comes up, and he could take that. He might take the Liverpool job. Klopp might go.
Might take
I made a player. But I just hope Klopp doesn't go until after we've played them, you know.
I agree.
I made that play on my channel yesterday to, you know, John Henry. If he watches my channel, I don't think he probably does, the owner of Liverpool. But if he does, I did say to him, please leave Klopp in charge till after he's played us, because he's doing a brilliant job for Liverpool at the moment, you know. I mean, that was a cracking result, getting beat off Wolves 3-0, wasn't it, for Liverpool, you know. I mean,
exactly.
Klopp is doing a great job, John. He's doing a fantastic job down there. Long may it continue.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely right. I mean, we're going to go straight for the tickets as well, just a comment from Andrew. You know what it is, right, Tony, right, about Jurgen Klopp. Yeah, I think he's losing it, man. He is absolutely losing it because he knows 4 down well. He's got an aging team there. Do you know what I mean? Yes, he's got injuries as well, but the end of the day, he has got a lot of problems at Anfield, and he needs to fix up very quickly. Hopefully not now, but when we finish above him. It's my
Sorry.
Yeah.
Quickly, talking about Klopp at Liverpool, I've just received a meme with a picture of someone dressed as Jesus talking to Jurgen Klopp saying, "Come forth, my child." And Klopp replies, "Are you taking the piss? We won't even come ninth."
Wow. Incredible, man, isn't it? Do you know what? They're not getting top four this season. They're not getting top four. They don't get past Real Madrid in the last 6 in the Champions League. Real talk. Let's go on to Ricky's comments as well. We all know, we spoke about that, Tony. Before we go on to period number 3, right, because you missed the first 2. Ricky said, we all know the Foster's trying to sell tickets. He does it all the time. Fellas all unpockets his name, and I'm not going to mention him on the show. But yes, Ricky, I know exactly what you mean, my guy, honestly. And let's go on to more comments. I can play darts as well. And if I say, I mean, show Davey some love as well, honestly. And it's just about interpretation, based on attitude I've seen from him. I hope Yari would love for him to hit some form to talk about ASM as well. Episode had 20. Tony, you just talked about tickets, right? About period 1, and me and Roy went through it as well. Your take on that: season ticket holders of 25 plus loyalty points and have attended at least one Carabao Cup match. What do you think of that one? Do you think that's true? That's the top one.
I don't think that's true, John. Not at all. Not with what they were saying last week when they said you had to attend 3 games, didn't you? Or every home game this season in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if it gets past. I'd be surprised if it gets past period 3.
That means I'm going to be out then. That's when I'm going to be out. Because the thing is, like I said to Rolly earlier on, I said to him, right, in my opinion, I'll just quickly read period 2, I have my say as well. Period 2, right, you have to attend all 4 home games and at least 1 away, which is Southampton, Tranmere campaign to get the ticket. In my opinion, right, guys, I think if you're a season ticket holder and Dawn Studolf, right, one of me chat on Twitter, she's lovely, but I met her loads of times. She said she'll expect 32,000 season ticket holders, right? And if season ticket holders do get all the tickets, right, whatever's left should be on the ballot, yeah? That's my opinion, yeah? But I'm a season ticket holder. If I don't get a ticket for the final, and I'm a season ticket holder, by the way, what's going to happen to the other season ticket holders as well? Not getting a ticket. It should be first priority. Simple as that. I don't understand it.
The way I read it, I mean, I may be reading it wrong, is that I asked John, I'll ask you, Toon, do you know how many season ticket holders that we actually have?
I think it's about 32,000, I think.
Well, if it's 32,000 and you need to be a season ticket holder to go into the various periods, there should be enough tickets for every season ticket holder.
I don't think there's a limit on how many tickets you can buy, though, is that, John?
The
way that I read it is that if you're a season ticket holder, you can buy a ticket, and you can buy, if you want to sit together, you can buy it for people that are in the same period as you. But I'm not sure if it's. I may have read it wrong, but I didn't know that season ticket holders could buy more than one ticket.
Yeah, it should be 1 ticket per person, per season holder. If you haven't got a season holder, don't go.
And then I think that's why I think it's 1 person, because they're saying if you want to sit together, they've got to be in the same period as you. I may be wrong, but the way I read it is that you could buy a ticket for yourself, but you can't buy to anyone outside of your period, so that you can sit together. If it is that, if it's the way I've interpreted it, everyone that's got a season ticket should get a ticket, which is how it should be. And then what's left over goes to the members on a ballot.
Absolutely.
I may be wrong in my interpretation of what they how they defined the periods. If you can buy more than 1 ticket as a season ticket holder, it probably won't get past period 3. But
well, that's
I think the problem they have is that whatever they do, there are going to be people that are going to be unhappy. But I'm hoping that my interpretation is right, that you can buy a ticket for yourself if you're a season ticket holder and you're in period 1. So today you could buy a ticket for yourself, or family members that are linked to your account that also qualify for period 1. But if you shouldn't be able to buy more than one ticket, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree, guys. I mean, just got comments on WhatsApp as well, but I've seen some comments as well, which I shouldn't be reading out.
Can I just butt in there? I just heard on the WhatsApp group that they're saying that apparently Atsu's been found alive. So
that's great. That's great news.
It's great news if it's true.
That is absolutely great news as well. So just to say, he's found alive, and it's great to see because Atsu.
We've not had it confirmed, but it's just
not being confirmed.
At the moment, it suggests that he has been.
Yeah,
I'm just looking elsewhere. If I find confirmation elsewhere, I'll just butt in and tell you. So I think it's important people know.
Absolutely. Right, I've got one from Keith Davis as well. Again, 2 of you guys have your own channel. That's great news, by the way, about Chris Atsu. If it's not confirmed yet, would I be used trying to make money out of the Cup fund tickets? No, I would not. If I couldn't go, I would sell it for a face value always. And if they offers more money, I say no. It's face value. You pay what it says on the ticket. I'm not going to rip you off. There's just no way. Use the rest of the money. Grab for you with your wife and family. That's what I see. Would you say the same thing, Toon?
John, absolutely. I mean, thing is, whatever you buy it for, John, if the ticket cost you £30 and you couldn't go to the match and you had to sell it on, you sell it for 30 quid. That's what you've paid for it. Why would you want to make more money out of it? It's greed, John. It's disgusting. It's taking advantage of people. We have a cost of living crisis at the moment. Energy bills are going up. Interest rates are going up. Inflation is coming down slightly, And the thing is, John, people can't afford it, and the genuine people who want to go to the match, the genuine people who want to go to the football can't get there because you get people like this, leeches, and that's what they are, leeches, John. Klingons who go and get tickets and then sell it for an extortionate price to make money off it, and it's absolutely disgusting. And I hope Club Wembley stop it. I hope they take the ticket off this person, this individual. This individual is a disgrace, to be fair, John. And it's not just this individual. There's loads of them out there, John. You see quite a lot. And the thing is, at the end of the day, this individual needs to be stopped. And to be fair, it's absolutely disgusting, John. And I don't know how these people lie straight at night in their beds. I really don't.
Fair enough.
I just think you should not rip anybody off, John. And it's just taking advantage of people. And these people need to be caught, and they need to be dealt with severely. It's about time they were, John, at the end of the day. And, I mean, we saw it in the news last week. There was a woman in Durham taking a Crown Court, and she's got 9 years for fraud. Selling holidays to family members and that. Earn thousands of pounds out of it, and there was no holiday for these people, and then claimed she had cancer, and she got 9 years for it. It shows you there is people out there that do this, and people on some of these channels that are doing it, John. It's disgusting, and it shouldn't be allowed. And to be fair, these channels should even be closed down if they're doing it, because at the end of the day, how can you sit? I couldn't sit there on screen talking to my viewers every night, knowing that I'd rip somebody off. I would feel embarrassed. I would feel bad about it, because I'll tell you why, it would never happen. That's the problem, John. It wouldn't happen because I wouldn't do that to anybody. I mean, if I couldn't go to a match or whatever, I'll just sell the ticket at whatever it costs, face value, whether it costs 10 quid, 20 quid or whatever, I wouldn't do it like that, John. It's just absolutely disgusting.
Definitely. Yeah.
I got some concert tickets once, John, for 2 of us, and I mean, the person who was selling them, it was literally on the day of the concert, and said, "Look, they were worth, I think they were worth £35 each," and she said, "Just give me £30 for the 2, just to sell our tickets on, because they couldn't go to the concert." You know, so there is genuine people out there, John, but there is people out there who are leeches and take advantage of people, and it's disgusting. And these people need to be stopped. And if these people are watching this tonight, I hope they're living with themselves in a comfortable position, because at the end of the day, it's disgusting what they're doing. And they're just liars, cheats, and there's no room for them in this world whatsoever. And they're just scammers at the end of the day. And we know who they are, John. We know who they are.
Fair enough.
Sorry, John, I'm very strong about it, but it really does. It really does get my goat. This, it's absolutely disgusting.
Right. Let's move on quickly, sort of thing. We're going to go on to tickets as well. We're going to go to period 3 in a minute. Yeah, I mean, Billy said, "Bloody Nathan, bloody Jones, costing me 20 quid, Tony. Nathan Jones has been in too long. I like it. I like it."
Banana Rama.
Yeah. Sefton's in the house as well. And let's have a look as well. I would have stopped that in DV. Have a great show from Sefton. Thank you, mate. Nathan Jones going for John Carver as well. Get that. And guys, can I just say in the chat, please, you stop arguing amongst the chat, please, as well, because it's getting a bit of much now, people. Yeah, we're going to talk about the tickets as well. Thank you very much indeed. And I'm sure Leslie's on it as well, and Jules on it as well. And as long as you start, oh man, see what you mean. Hi, John. I like coffee. I'm with you for a long time. Coffee could have been used in mirrors as well. And I'm not going to read the next one out. That's from Phil. I'm not going to say the last name, but big up to you, Phil, by the way. If it's your last name, I'll respect you, but I'm going to call you Phil. Call you Phil. Tony, you're wrong. Liverpool only beat Wolves 2-0. Not this week. Hope you go to Chelsea. Tony, you're wrong. Wolves beat Liverpool 2. Go out as well. And let's go on to the next one as well, which is from Paul. And yes, they've got that one as well. So let's go to period 3, guys. All right, if you don't mind, which is basically if you're on period 3, right? I wish I was on period 3, by the way, guys. Season ticket holders attended 3 or 4 Carabao Cup games with a season ticket. And Ruel, I'll start with you, mate. What do you make of that? And what chance do you think they've got?
Again, it all depends on how many tickets season ticket holders are allowed to buy. If you're only allowed to buy one, they should all get tickets. As simple as. If they're allowed to buy more than one, season period 3 is probably where it'll run out of tickets.
Yeah. And Tony, go on, carry on, Rolly.
Yeah. We're just saying that Tom says you can buy up to 6 tickets as long as everyone is eligible for that period. So that means that if that is, I've no reason to doubt that. That means that the only people that can get tickets in each period are eligible for that period. So that way it should be, or pretty much all the season ticket holders should be able to get tickets if that's the case. So as long as they're in the same period, you can buy up to 6 tickets as long as they're in the same period as you are. That means they're a season ticket holder. So it's not like you can buy, like for a league game, you can buy tickets to give to other people that aren't season ticket holders. It sounds to me as how I thought it was, that you can buy up to 6 tickets as long as they're eligible for that period. So that means it will only be season ticket holders that get tickets in period 1, 2, 3, and I think it's season ticket holders for period 4 as well. So I don't know how it goes after period 4, but it sounds to me like all season ticket holders should be able to get tickets.
Absolutely. Go through the comments, see what Tony's got to say. Great show, John. Completely love listening to you guys. Hope you're well. We're absolutely fine, David. There's quite a few people, arguing amongst themselves as well. I do apologise as well.
There's no need to argue amongst yourselves.
Exactly. If you don't agree with it, that's what we've got mods here for. It's simple.
Best thing to do is, if you don't agree with a comment, don't answer to it. Don't even engage in conversation. Just move on. At the end of the day, yes, people have got their opinions in the chat and all that, but there's, this is a friendly channel you're coming onto, and, we're all Newcastle fans at heart. Yes, some people aren't happy with what's going on, but at the end of the day, if you don't like a certain comment, don't mention anything about it, and then you won't get any backlash. It's not that I'm being funny or anything to anybody, but I just think, the best way to be is just to ignore anybody's comments. If you're not happy with a comment, then just don't give an answer to it. Simple as. If somebody said something to me and I didn't like it, I wouldn't give them an answer. Simple.
Exactly.
Sorry, John.
No, that's fine, Tony. That's fine. We've gone to get your comments on PFA in a bit. 70k George will be down there regardless as well. And Leslie saying about Billy as well. Chill the fam. Absolutely, Andrew. Thank you. And Richie, I can understand as well, but I'm not going to stay, unfortunately, mate, if that's okay. But I understand what you mean. And Tom Lynch, I bought 2 tickets. One for myself or one for someone else eligible for period 1. Okay, and then you and hope she's found. As to be expected. Thank you very much indeed. Leslie, you're doing a cracking job, mate. You're doing a cracking job. Thank you. And you can sell your cup final tickets to anyone else. That's quite rightly so. And and it should be, and you have to have, if you cannot go, then let the club know. It's as simple as that. And let's have a look as well. And John knows factors, these guys, everyone knows. Yeah, I see what you mean. Respect Leslie too, John. Thank you. Yeah, but thank you very much indeed, Paul. And I take their tickets. I take all the tickets off them, give them and all the corporate tickets to all the disabled fans of both clubs. Too much corporate crap. And Leeches sounds like Ashley. Ashley, what's a Leech and Vampire? Yes, that's from Jules. And I think it's good that non-season ticket holders can have a chance to go to the final. I've supported Newcastle since a kid. I live in Crewe, but I have no chance of getting the ticket. I do apologise, Dave. I really, really do. Because you boy and TJ Jules Vampires call my more on the Leech. Totally agree. And me, Steve, I know what you mean, mate. I can't display, but I know exactly what you mean, mate. How many tickets were sold a day? Apparently, it's 10,000 seats because 10,000 tickets were sold a day. Apparently, and I mean apparently as well. And Newcastle, yeah. Tony, period 3, man. What do you think? I mean, like Rolys said something there. What do you think?
John, I'm lost with all these periods, to be fair, mate. I mean, obviously, I haven't got a season ticket, so, I mean, I'm not even going to get one, I know that, for a starters, but it is what it is, John, at the end of the day, but it all depends how many buy them. I mean, I saw something on Twitter earlier, somebody bought one for somebody else, and they're in period 4, so how comes they can buy them for period 4 people when they're in period 1 themselves? So I don't know what's going on there, but you know, but whether it's true or not, John, we don't know. That's the thing. But it's just one of those things, John. It's just a lottery, isn't it? And it's always going to divide opinion, whatever they do. They're never going to get it right, whatever they do with the tickets wise. Yeah. I mean, technically, what it should have been was, if you've got, say, 32,000 tickets for the cup final and you've got 32,000 season ticket holders, you say, right, there you go. None of this ballot stuff. You buy 1 ticket per season ticket holder, simple as, like you do with a match ticket. Then what you do is, you say, right, there you go. It'll be online. Boom, there you go. And then when you get on, you get a ticket, you get your ticket, simple as. If you don't want a ticket, then obviously after the season ticket holders, it'll go down to see members or whatever. But I think that's the way they should have done it. Maybe. But
Well,
whatever way they do it, John, it's never people are never going to be happy, and that is the thing, John, and that's a fact of life, and it's the walk of life. Unfortunately, it happens in everywhere, John. It's not just Newcastle United in football; it happens in everywhere, John. You know, like say for instance, a brand new TV comes out on sale, and you know it's got everything you want on it, and you think, oh yeah, I want one of them. And so does probably 50,000 other people as well. And you go online to buy it, and then you get told, oh, sorry, it's out of stock. You get angry and you think, oh, God. But that's the way of life, unfortunately, John. That's how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's going to be interesting as well. But I'm in period 4, and it's going to be lots on Thursday. I can see it's going to be about 1,000 tickets left, and it's going to be a draw. But we'll see what happens. Periods as well. For example, on Wednesday, people in period 1 and 2 can still buy tickets in period 3 people. See, look, I still believe that's one per person, mate. That is on film period 4 with a season ticket. Great news on actually being found. Yes, absolutely good. Great news as well.
Still not found it confirmed yet, but it seems to be that it's been found. So hopefully that's true.
Yeah, well, let's hope so. Fingers crossed we're praying for him. By the way, God's give us to make him feel better. Do you know what I mean? So we all love, that's why we love you all. Tony, peace, that's okay. And great news on that. So everyone's trying as well. But for me personally, guys, right, I'm going to be honest, right? I mean, in my opinion, because I haven't said much, I mean, look, I've always said these ticket holders should get a final ticket sort of thing, do you know what I mean? And I think that's how it should be, guys, you know what I mean? But we'll see what happens, like, you know. But the one thing I will say, I mean, we vote for comments first, guys, ask you the questions well. Hope you covers fast. Bill Davey. I had to tell me body for got 5 tickets a day. I'm now watching Black and White Portable and Garden Shed. Now that's an Andrew. I love that. The reported chances with a number of injuries and difficult breathing as well. Oh my God. Transfer to hospital. That's in Clun, lad.
Yeah.
No problems at all. Bone lad, thanks you, mate. Appreciate that. Like, glad it's been found. And Matt debates, big up to you, mate. Why didn't Wembley think about this when they were rebuilding it? Were they limited to 90,000? So 90,000 capacity to me. And I think personally it should be half of 40,000 each as well. And the rest is going to be like corporate it needs to be. Seeing Atsu as injury, sure we all agree, wishing speedy recovery. Thank you very much, Andrew. Dave's chatting to the clone lad. The website won't let you. I linked to several people in other periods. The only person I could buy for was the other person I'm linked to who's in period 1. So there's your answer. And even to Matt Roberts as well. Hope you're okay, mate. Wish you the best of luck at Wembley. Hopefully it doesn't end up like 2017 final. Let's hope we win the thing, Matt. And please, Matt, it's your first time. Hit the subscribe button, please, mate, if you can. That will be fantastic.
Tell you what, John.
Go on, Tony.
Tell you what, John.
Go on.
I want to know, how is Manchester United the home team at the Wembley Stadium? Because we got through before them, so surely shouldn't we be the home team? Or have they done a draw somewhere?
I think they draw lots or something for that. I presume they do. Or toss a coin.
Well, it should be the first team that gets the final, so that's us. We should have been the home team.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I know what you mean, but I think personally we should be the home team because you got there first. But like we already said, if you take a draw somewhere,
I think they're going to draw.
Tell you what I've just seen, John, as well.
Yeah.
I've just seen the FA are reviewing Casemiro's red card. They are not happy with the challenge that he's made, and they're waiting for the referee's report. And they said if it turns out they want to increase it, they could increase it by another 3 games, so you could end up with a 6-game ban.
Wow!
Eric Ten Hag's not happy, and he said shouldn't it? He said a lot of them Crystal Palace players should have been sent off as well, then shouldn't they? He said sure Casemiro's being picked on.
No,
Ten Hag says Casemiro's being made an example of and being picked on.
I mean, I watched Ref Watch and Dermot Gallagher saying that he's got his hands around his throat, so it's a definite red card.
Absolutely.
And they're saying, well, there's this angle, it shows that it's not saying, well, if you've got so many angles that say it shows that it's positive, just because one says, oh, maybe not, why should you pay more attention to that than the other ones? He's clearly got his hands round his throat, and he can't be allowed.
Yeah,
it's like a hand to the face. I mean, if Ten Hag's moaning about, some of the Palace players should be sent off, so should have Fred, because he slapped one of the Palace players in the face.
Exactly. I tell you what, though, the FA got to do the right thing. We saw it all. I mean, Casemiro, what was he thinking? I tell you what, I hope that's the case. I hope they get a ref support. And I'll tell you what, if he gets charged for it as well, he misses the final, which is fantastic for us. Do you know what I mean? Because you'll probably own that midfield. Put Joel in the midfield. We'll own that midfield, by the way. Let's be real. John, you got 2 chances.
I'm not worried about Casemiro, whether he plays or not.
Sorry, I just read
can stop him.
Andrew New Gamer's comment for John.
See, John got 2 chances to get being a season holder at Newcastle and Man U. No, I'm not a United fan. Okay. And if I did get a ticket to go to United, I'll get a flipping shot. But I ain't gonna happen anytime soon. Okay.
I mean, the thing is about fans going down there. Box Park apparently at Croydon. You can't go in there unless you go to the final, which is stupid because you're going to be going to the final. So they're saying no fans are allowed to go in there and watch the game then.
Oh.
Crazy.
I mean, there may be, because I mean, I wouldn't be surprised they're doing it after what happened at the Euro final when they had all these people storming the ground. So it may be because of that they put that in.
Definitely. City's in trouble, but Chelsea can keep going. No sense in that, in my opinion. Exactly. Davison, most of the players were rescued, just acting club directors missing. Alex said, we'll period 4, 5, 6 are all in the same ballot. I think it's in a separate one, Alex, to be fair.
Separate ones, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, and if it's all of it, I've got no chance. But hey ho, Comedy Gold wasted. That's an Andrew. Absolutely put things in perspective. Absolutely. And Leslie, you're absolutely right in that last comment. You're so spot on. Absolutely. Tony's bang on and right. These mods blocking people for being truthful. Absolutely. You know, they got a job to do. They're me mods and they got to do what they think is right. That's what I've got them for. Do you know what I mean? Colin Miller, the Miller Jewelers, now saying Christian is safe. Fantastic news. Although it's a horrific situation. Thoughts of prayers with the poor folk affected. Thank you, Billy. Thank you very much indeed. That is great. Foxy saying John Sockey's got 2 chances to get a ticket, 1 chance to the Castle side, another chance for the Man U side. Wow. Thank you.
You're not going to lift that down, John.
No, I'm not red. Tell me, let's have a court trial next time. You know what I mean? Is everyone guilty and not guilty? But I'm definitely going to be not guilty. Already sub and really hoping Newcastle will win. It means more to you than them at the end of the day. Thank you so much, Matt. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much indeed. Also, subscribe to Black and White TV as well. And agree for Tom. Come on, Tony. Man, you always gets drawn out the home team, whatever round it is. That's from Billy. True. We got first because of the fixture scheduling. That should be true, that. And host Tony, 10 Hag's weird. And I've got Nobby's nuts, so bigger 2 Nobby's nuts as well. Tony Spang on with these mods, love blocking people for being truthful. Let's say agreed, Rolly. Dermot explained it well as well. Man U will appeal the FA extension, so ban gets delayed till after the cup final. They can't do that, Andrew. They can't do that. If they
it wouldn't be delayed 3 weeks anyway, the appeal.
It's just what I've seen, John. Whether it's true or not, whether it's just somebody putting a rumour out there, I'm not sure. But that's what I've seen. But whether I'm sure we'll get more clarification, I think.
In a couple of days' time.
I mean, you could miss a cup final if one of these games gets postponed, John.
Absolutely. And you know what? We have to see what happens.
The other thing is that if they appeal and the appeal is held, if he appeals, he'll be allowed to play in the Leeds game. And if the appeal is held before the cup final and they uphold the red card, you'll miss the final.
Exactly. The rules is so if you get charged, you got such time to respond to the charge, somebody 14 days, right? They should do it within that time. Do you know what I mean? And don't give them special privileges as well, because if Bruno got suspended, right, and they ask for extra time, we won't get it. But for Man U and the big name clubs in the Premier League, they get it. Simple as that. Either someone's going to get missed out, everyone can't get a ticket, especially if they're well supported like the top 8 sides are. That's some mags as well. I agree. If I this comments well, you could do a huge review on red cards across the leagues. It's shameful how players get away with things. Yeah, absolutely, Matt.
Yeah,
it's not about blocking people random, but saying John should call out someone and repeated it time and time again is a no-no. That is very true. I agree with you there. Depends on the mods, Nobby. Why does Larry rip people off? I'm not going to read that. I'm sorry. I do apologize. I'm not going to mention no one's name as well because I've been told not to say it out, and that's very true. Moment silent. And every mods is doing a cracking job. Jules, Leslie, Ches, Truls as well, doing a fantastic job. Thank you very much indeed for supporting my channel. And Mag, we leave it as that. Whatever about Casemiro, Jordan's on at 8 yellows. He needs to be really careful over the next 2 games. Absolutely. Yeah. Didn't John say he's a Man U fan at the stream? No, I did not. Okay? Not a red. That was a stupid dive. Yeah, he deserved the goal. He deserved the booking for that. I can't argue with that. Also done. Thanks for the heats up on that. Always looking to hear from other football fans. Absolutely. Absolutely. We love you, John. You too as well, Phil. Share the love. And the clone Fox talked to the clone lad as well. Liverpool's been very dirty this season. Well, they've been shite, haven't they? They've been shite. So, Rolly, I know you don't know that about this period. Where do you think the numbers will go from? Who's going to be the lucky ones? Who's going to be the lucky ones going to get that ticket?
I think, again, if it is that you can only buy tickets for season ticket holders in periods 1, 2, and 3, and it goes to a ballot for period 4. I think the majority of people will get in those 4 periods will get tickets for season ticket holders. We get 32,000 tickets. If we've got around about 32,000 season ticket holders, if you can only buy 1 ticket, if you can only buy tickets for season ticket holders, all season ticket holders should get tickets. And there should be a few hundred left over for members. That's if my understanding of it's right. That's the way I read it. That season ticket holders, as long as they apply for the tickets, will be able to get them. Yeah. I mean, period 4 may be a ballot, but maybe that. What is the criteria for period 4, John?
The period 4 is you have to have 1 or 2 Carabao Cup tickets with a season ticket. You get a season ticket, and you have to attend 1 or 2 games, 2 home games during the season. For me personally, right, I've been to 2 games, right, so I qualified.
So what's the 5th round then?
The 5th round is, I'm leaving Tony out, am I? Sorry, Tony. The 5th round is, if I can find it, number 5, season ticket holder that has not attended a Carabao Cup match during the season. Period 6, members that attend at least 1 home Carabao match. Actually got no chance, I'm afraid to say. And period 7, supporter of previous purchase history that has attended at least 1 Carabao Cup match during the season. So for me, I'd say between 1 and 3 is guaranteed. 4 is going to be a ballot. Anything below that, I'm sorry, I just don't think it's going to be successful. I really don't.
I think it all boils down to how many season ticket holders we've got.
Correct. It all boils down to that.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you something that, yeah. Do you agree with that, Tony? It all boils down to that. It depends how many season tickets they've got. I think it's going to be 32,000 season ticket holders there.
Yeah. Well, I think that if we've got 32,000 season ticket holders, they should all get tickets, and then there'll be a few hundred left over for the members. That's if it's 1. Yeah, if you can only buy tickets for season ticket holders, all season ticket holders should be able to get a ticket. In a way, it's fortunate that it's the Carabao Cup rather than the FA Cup because you get less tickets for the FA Cup final.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think I'll be going to the FA Cup final if I haven't got enough games. So I will be going to all of them.
No, we're not going to the FA Cup final this season.
No. But what I mean, next season, if you go next season, then I'm going to get all the cup games as well. and I will do that. Go for the comments here because I've got quite a few. Appeals could be large and red as reviewed by FA with possibility of a ban being extended. However, it often means that if appeal fails, the extension is bigger than the original review from FA. So I think Casemiro and Ten Hag need to think about that one. And Leslie's talking to Paul, and that was stupid dive, said Tom Daly's boyfriend. 10,000 seats being sold already. And Nobby, I'm not going to bring the next comment out, but I know what you mean. So, I mean, Tony, just one quick question for you. I know you don't know about periods. I'm period 4. Will I get a chance to get a ticket?
Do you know what? It all depends, John. That's the thing. It depends how many tickets are sold by the time we get to even period 3. I'm not sure what they've sold so far. I think about 10,000, haven't they? So, correct. If that's 10,000, John, say if it goes 10,000 per period, then you will be in with a chance. But it all depends. You'll get online and you'll be sitting in that queue, and it just depends how far down that lane you are in that queue. That's the problem.
Exactly.
And are you going to be able to get online for that as well? That's the thing, John. It's like sometimes you see, because I've got a membership, so if I want to book a ticket, I've got to take a day's holiday from work to do it, because it's on a weekday when I'm at work, which is wrong, because a lot of people are at work weekdays, but not everybody can have the luxury of going online and booking their tickets. I think the club need to make this a little bit fairer. I think they need to start doing this on a weekend, because I know they have games on a weekend, and I understand that, John, but you can do stuff online. But I think it needs to be moved on a weekend when it's more fair for people who can actually get on and get a ticket. Because the thing is, you might be at work. By the time you come off work at when I finished 4:30, I'll go on there. They're probably sold out. So the next time we're getting one, might be general sale, but you'd be very lucky if you do. So I think the club need to look at this and think, well, you know, people, not everybody can get to the game because people can't get online because they're at work. And, you know, it means I would have to take a day's holiday off to do this. And if I did, I could risk even not getting a ticket, and then I've wasted a day's holiday for nothing.
Exactly.
The only thing about moving it to weekends is, obviously we're in mid-season, so everything at the weekend's geared about the actual game that's going on then. So it might be difficult, more difficult for the club to do it at the weekend than...
I don't know how, Rory. It's only online, Rory. That's it. It's a box office, so it's not like it's... You know, it's online. You do it online, and they've got plenty of time after that to sort the tickets out. It doesn't, you know...
Yeah, maybe, but... Yeah, your point's valid.
I mean, I'm not the only one in that boat. There's probably other people are as well, and it's, you know.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say that your point's not valid. I'm just thinking, on the club's perspective, everything at the weekend is geared to the match. So maybe if we're playing on the Saturday, they can do it on the Sunday.
That's what I'm saying, on the weekend.
Yeah. I mean, it's a valid point. I think for the cup final, it's they've got less time to do it. So if they wanted to do it weekends, they've got less weekends to do it than doing it through the week, because they've only just sort of.
No, I know that, Rolly. I'm not, you know, I understand that. I'm not about the final. I'm just on about in general.
Oh, in general, it's more plausible in general. I was thinking cup final rather than in general.
Yeah.
So that'd be for the tickets game. But one thing I want to do before we wrap up the show, I've got a comment from Jesse Marsch, guys, so I'm going to read it out, right? I mean, guys, hit the like, subscribe button as well, by the way, and tell us his comments, right? When Jesse Marsch got sacked today, as you all know, and when he was asked about the match when we played Leeds back in December, he'd done an interview, right? And I'll read it out, by the way. It won't be too long. He was said, following our change of ownership, money is always helpful. He also added, I've seen Eddie's comments as well, and then you don't know what's the job he's done, because he's done an amazing job. But we all know that in this football world, it's something that different than American sports. where we have salary caps and everyone has a chance when the season starts. I'm sorry, but the way the European football works, that's just not the case. So how do you build? Well, one of the processes of continuing to invest every penny the right way, which we're trying to do. Another one is a massive influx of money. I mean, take Chelsea 25 years ago, take Newcastle now, take Man City 15 years ago. Those are comments to Jesse Marsch's comments, by the way. Now, he's taking a slight dig, Tony, at Newcastle United. Right? This guy has done 120 million quid, right, plus a loan deal from Russell McKennie from UBA, right? I mean, look, he's come out of comments like that, right? And he's only got 2 wins in 17 matches, Tony. That guy, right, was rightly sacked because he couldn't get a tune out of his team. Leeds have backed him, right? Leeds have backed him to tune that sort of money and believe the players he brought in because he trusts the players. And Leeds allowed to do that. And now he's gone. He took over when they were 17th in the league and he's left them 17th in the league as well. What's your take, Tony?
Yeah. I mean, the guy's deluded, John, basically, at the end of the day. And, you know, not being funny, John, there's other teams that have come up. Look, when Huddersfield come up to the Premier League, they didn't have the massive amount of money to spend. You know, but they stayed in the division the first season. Yes, they went down the second season because they got second season syndrome.
Yeah.
But a small club like Huddersfield came up and stayed up. You know, we've seen it with other teams that have come up and stayed up. Palace have stayed up. They haven't got a massive influx of money, but they stay up year in, year out. Nottingham Forest, we know they've got money, so that's totally different with Forest. But, you know, like I say, John, that's teams that have come up, you know, and stayed up for a season and not had the money. But so I don't get I don't get the point that he's Jesse Marsch. I really don't. I just think he was better keeping his mouth shut, to be fair.
And he didn't, did he? Go on, Rolly. Your take
with
on Jesse.
his comments, when he's talking about Man City and Chelsea, he's got a point because they had no financial fair play rules. So they could just spend, right, the money they spent 25 years ago, 20 years ago is nothing compared to today. But at the time, it was fantastical. It was, when players didn't cost as much, the amount they spent was, everyone was saying, how ridiculous they can spend this sort of money. We're in a different pot. Right, we've got the money, but we're not allowed to spend it because of FFP. But to be honest, he was better keeping his mouth shut.
Totally agree. Totally agree, guys.
It's not like he's not doing himself any. It's not helping him in any way. It's almost like trying to make excuses for why they're bad. When at the end of the day, they're where they are on merit. Some of their performances have been better than the results, but at the end of the day, they've lost too many games. They haven't picked up enough points. And at the end of the day, it's result business. And if they had a good start to the season and now they're 17th, that the buck stops with the manager. It always has done. Absolutely. He's the guy that's paid to get the players to get the results on the pitch. If they're not getting the results, he's the one that goes. Partly because you've got transfer windows, so you can't get rid of the players. But the manager is the one because he's not getting a decent tune out of the players, or a good enough tune out of the players. So have some dignity, keep your gob shut, and don't make yourself look.
Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. When Bielsa got sacked from Leeds, did Bielsa come out and say, "Oh, by the way, the likes of Newcastle, the likes of Man City and all this and Chelsea, they've all got this money and this is why you can't compete"? No, he said nothing. That's the difference between the two. Bielsa's a winner. You know, he's done it with Argentina. He knows what he's talking about, and that's the difference. Jesse Marsch is just your typical Yank who just likes to spout off about the American game. Todd Bowley is exactly the same. He's another one, another waste of space. I want a North versus South game. Why?
Yeah.
We don't need one of them. Sod off. If you want to do that, go and do it in the MLS. Don't bring your MLS star games over here because we're not interested.
Yeah.
And
No,
Todd Bowley is a bad example to the Premier League. He should never have got control of Chelsea. He's proved why he shouldn't have got control of Chelsea, because now he's totally screwed everybody over on FFP now, because as of next year, a maximum contract you can give a new player is 5 years. You can't go over that. And that is disgusting. So if you buy a young player who's up and coming, you can't say, oh, well, I'll give you a 6 or a 7 year deal, because Todd Bowley's made sure nobody can do that no more. But it's all right for him to flaunt the rules by saying, oh, I'll give it Mudryk an 8.5 year contract and pay 6 instalments for his money, for his fee. Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, the way they've been shopping money out, it makes you think, because he's American, they call football soccer. When people are talking about football, he thinks, oh, I need a 57-man squad like they're doing, 53-man squad like they do in the NFL, plus a 12-man practice squad. So let's go buy everybody.
Exactly. And you know what it is, right? It will not work in the Premier League. Let's be real. He's in the wrong sport, but still. But we're going to wrap up this comments as well. Guys, quickly, I've got your message. Jesse Marsch, new Rolys coming in. I missed your comment, Leslie. Thank you for that. Jules, you take care, mate. Catch you in a bit. Have you heard about Southampton having a wind-up order against them? Well, look, I haven't heard of it, but that does not look good at all, Matt, at all whatsoever. Before you go, please like and subscribe to John's channel. Thanks for another cracking show. Thank you very much indeed, Leslie. I really appreciate that, and I do apologise.
Don't forget to share it on your socials.
Thank you. Thank you. And Sour Grapes, that's from Paul. Thank you, great show, Clone Lad. Thank you for doing it. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that. Thanks for all the updates on that, Susan. Yep. Thank you for that, Leslie, and the Clone Lad as well. Great show as usual, John, mate. Thank you, Paul. And Pinatel and the FNE, and yes. MC, by the way, my guy, if you hit the subscribe button, please, mate, that'd be fantastic. We're almost nice. Thank you very much indeed. That'd be brilliant. I'm pretty sure Todd Bowley already knows how to work around new FFP rules when they come out too. That coffee, you know what? That's put to a stop. The S should have stayed, did better with the worst squad, and never spent 200 million like Marsch. Exactly. I think if I get Bielsa back tomorrow, yes, I know they're going to see goals, but they also score goals as well. And great listening to you all. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate that, mate. Love to share the love to you and share the love to Leslie. Share it on your socials as well. Yes, Leslie, we will do that. We're going to wrap up again, guys. It's been around 20 minutes, and thanks for watching, chat. Rolly, where can you find you, my guy?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter at Pols67.
Yep, thank you. And Tony, where can we find you? What you got coming up next?
Yeah, not sure what's coming up next, John, but it'll come out there when it comes out. So keep an eye on for that anyway. You can find me on Twitter at TonyTooney31. Give me a follow and I'll follow you back. Also, you can find me on my channel, which is It's All Black and White TV, which is on the screen behind me. If you go on there, I've got some great content on there. I've had Junior Turner on there. I've had Andrew Musgrove on there. I produced a winner on there. No, I'm only joking, guys. But no, I had Chris Dobie on 2 days before his darts tournament, and then he went out and won the Masters. That's what I mean. I've produced a winner. But I'm only joking, as I say. But yeah, since he's been on my channel, he's done it all. I mean, not only did he win the Masters, but he also won on his debut in the Premier League as well. I mean, you know, I need to get some more guys on and help them out as well. But
exactly.
No, joking aside, but no, guys, if you check it out, it's a great channel, and I've only been going since October, but go over and have a look. And like I say, give it a like and a subscribe. There's some plenty of stuff there to watch, so have a good look at that as well, guys. And yeah, I'm up to 354 subscribers at the moment, so I'm 46 away now from 400.
And another thing on Tony's channel, if you've enjoyed watching myself and John on this channel, we also guest appear on Tony's channel as well. Yeah,
and I will say, John, I nearly did come off the channel tonight, by the way, John, because the reason I was going to come off, John, I was going to just private message you and say I'm coming off. because I was sick of seeing all the arguing in the chat, and I was like, I don't really want to be a part of this. I just want to come off because there's no need for all the arguing. I don't know why people were arguing amongst ourselves. It's not that I'm being funny or anything like that, but I just didn't understand why people were around with each other. We're all Newcastle fans. Yes, things get a bit heated, and I can understand that. But at the end of the day, guys, come on. Let's not argue amongst ourselves. It's not great for anybody's health, anybody's mental health. You know, think about other people at the end of the day. And and I know people have their things, and some people have their say. But at the end of the day, you know, let's just keep everything a bit more respectful if we can. But yeah, I was going to come off at one point, John, but I decided to stay on.
Thank you, Tony, mate. And, you know, I would have cut short my show earlier as well if that was the case. But, yeah, I'm glad you said that, Tony. I'm going to say that next time you do call me show, right, please be civil, right? Respect me mods as well. And listen to the rules and while we run the show. So, look, at the end of the day, sort of thing, you're all Newcastle fans. If you don't agree with each people's opinions, just ignore them. Simple as that. Just walk away. That's what you got to do. So,
and be respectful as well.
And be respectful also to my channel as well. Do you know what I mean? Because I could get one or two people private messages to say what's going on, and that does not look a good look on my channel. So at the end of the day, right, I don't want to be losing subscribers because of that, which has been quite embarrassing. But it's just got it out there, guys, and that is that. So we've got a few comments for definitely going to wrap up. Alan Shearer next. You had me there, Tony. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Bye to I like coffee. And here, Tony, Andrew, never quit Tony. You're the force of the reason. Absolutely. That's what I've got Tony here for. Simple as that. And Wayne said, well said, Tony. Great show, lads, as always. Thank you very much indeed, Wayne. So, guys, that's it. If you'd like to find us on my channel, then please hit the like, subscribe button. Links are in there. I'll see you back either tomorrow or Wednesday. One of the two. Keep your eyes peeled for that. And until then, guys, I should say goodbye. Have a great evening. And I will see you guys backstage in a few minutes. Take care. And it is goodbye.